We'd like to welcome everyone to Jackson County High School. We're at the Mac Draper Stadium, Kyle Cisco Memorial Field for the final home football game of the 2023 football season. It's senior night at Jackson County. And tonight, the Blue Devils will be hosting Monterey. Monterey's brought their Wildcat down from the mountain. And as the teams will be coming on the field, here come the Blue Devils running through the Spirit line. And Monterey will be coming out shortly, but the captains met at the center of the field prior to the beginning of the broadcast tonight, and Jackson County won the toss. And for the first time this year when they won the toss, I think it's even the first game this year that Jackson County has not received the opening kickoff to start a game. When they won the toss, they elected to take the ball, and of course, obviously, when the other team won the toss, they would defer to the second half. So we're 10 games deep in the season, and the Blue Devils will be kicking off to start a game for the first time, to the best of my knowledge. But we'll be getting underway shortly as Monterey has made their way on the field. They're the visiting team. They're in white with purple numerals, white helmets. Jackson County in blue uniforms with white numerals and trim and white helmets. So the Blue Devils, who won the toss, Jonah Gentry will kick the ball off to start tonight's ball game. We've got one more game. That's next Friday night. We travel to East Robertson for the final game of this football season. And Jackson County will be on the road next Friday night. But tonight we're home. We've got Monterey. Monterey with twin safety standing back at about the 15-yard line, waiting on the referee to signal ready to play as Jonah Gentry huddles with his teammates. The drone is in the air and flying over the field, so we're seconds away from getting this one underway.
Set the kick for the Blue Devils, number 9, Jonah Gentry.
If the Monterey deep men insist on staying in front of the 15, Jonah's perfectly capable of kicking it over their heads. He's kicked a couple in the end zone already this year, so that would be one option, is just to hit it hard and long and see if you can't kick that thing down in the end zone or kick it back deep enough that you pin Monterey deep. Excuse me, as Jackson County's Brady Smith trots over and says something to his kicker. I don't know if that was related from the sideline, but Jones got it all teed up, and we're just about ready to start. Senior Jonah Gentry will kick it off for the Blue Devils of Jackson County. There's the whistle. Jonah approaches it, hits it end over end, driving kick. Bobbled at the 15-yard line. Monterey brings it forward. He's going to be hit and dropped inside the 30. Good coverage by Jackson County. Going to bring him down at the 28. Hobson was the
first down and 10, Monterey.
Returner for Monterey. Carter Collier on the tackle for Jackson County. Monterey will scrimmage first and 10 from that point. It's been several years since I've seen Monterey. They used to run a single wing way back then. Tonight in the shotgun, running back on the left hip of the quarterback. Wingback goes in motion, waiting on the snap. Dive play, running to the right, breaks one tackle, then two. He's in the clear, midfield, 50, 40. It's a foot race, 30, 20, 10. And into the end zone for Monterey. That's number 6, the ball carrier, Phillips.
Rigdon on the carry.
Or Rigdon, they say.
Monterey.
8 rather than 6. But touchdown Monterey as he goes 72 yards on the initial play from scrimmage. And Jackson County finds themselves at the 11:37 mark, down 6-0 to Monterey. Try for point will be coming up. Snap is back, set is down, kick is on the way, and it is good. So 11:37 remaining first quarter. Monterey leads at 7-0. We'll be back with a kick. Back now, Monterey will kick it off. He hits it high, end over end kick, fielded by Collier. Collier slips at the 10, up to the 20. And crosses the 20, and then he's driven backward. That's Carter Collier on the return.
Jackson County.
Bowman
will
on the
take
stop
over
for
first down and
Monterey.
10.
Blue Devils scrimmage 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line.
Steve, the iPad's dead. Is there another one?
At their own 21-yard line.
Waylon Kennedy makes his way on the field from the sideline. Jackson County huddled up, waiting for Kennedy to come from the sidelines. Maybe the only time you see Jackson County in a huddle tonight. Blue Devils have been no huddle all year. As the team breaks, they send 2 wide outs to the near side of the field. Tight end, a single wide out up top. Jonah Gentry's your running back. Counter play to Gentry. Jonah tries to get to the outside and going to be dragged down. Gentry will lose about 2 on the play. Giving forward progress, loss of 1, 2nd down and 11.
Loss of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 11, Jackson County.
From the shotgun, Monterey flinched, but evidently didn't jump, didn't enter the neutral zone, so no flag on the play. Kennedy will take the low snap, pick it up, roll to his right, stop, fire, overthrows, and a good overthrow. Intended receiver on that side was well covered, and Waylon Kennedy, the senior quarterback, does what you want senior quarterbacks to do. Recognized there was nothing there, just threw it out of bounds, lived to play another down. Once again, Jackson County operating without a huddle as they go no huddle. Not a particularly up-tempo offense, but they do go no huddle. Wing back in motion. Kennedy rolls left this time, stops, looks, throws. It's caught. Good catch there by Jackson County's number 4, Carter Collier, out near the 40 on the 39. Nice throw and catch. And Jackson County, with their initial first down of the night, keeps the drive going. Just gives you some indication how important it was that Waylon Kennedy threw that one away on the play before. Had he tried to force it in there and got an interception. But now Jackson County looks at 1st and 10. Counterplay running right. Gentry stutter steps, misses, makes one man miss, crosses the 40 and gets up to about the 42, 43-yard line. Giving 3 yards, 2nd and 7. A solid gain on first down. Waylon Kennedy behind center right now, looks to the sideline. He'll back into the shotgun at some point, usually. Motions to receivers on the far side. Now he backs into the gun. Gentry shifts over to his right side. Kennedy takes the snap, fake the handoff, throws out in the flat, complete, and going to make a move. Xavier Mitchell slipped, but Mitchell will pick up a couple. That'll make it 3rd down and about 6. Ball's on the 44.
3rd down and 6 for Jackson County at their own 44-yard line.
Again, Jackson County operating no huddle. Two wideouts at the top of the formation. Tight end on the near side. 2 tight ends. Kennedy drops back, looks, slant pattern, and the offensive line did an outstanding job blocking. Pass intended for Collier goes incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And punt team makes its way on the field for Jackson County as Jonah Gentry drops back in punt formation for the Blue Devils, but not a totally unsuccessful offensive series for Jackson County. Would have taken a nearly perfect pass to have fit it in there, but had an opportunity to make 2 first downs, and that's good as they send Brady Smith in motion across the formation. Gentry hits an end-over-end kick. It's going to hit and get a good bounce for Jackson County inside the 20, inside the 10. Jackson County covers up well And Monterey will take over first and
Monterey will
10.
take over first down and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
At about the 8-yard line for Monterey, looks like. Could be the 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, huge thank you to our field sponsors of
Outstanding kick by Jonah Gentry. He
Pie Peddler is located on the square in historic Gainesboro.
kicked it beyond the
dine in or take out with the crew at the Pie Peddler.
kick return man and then got a good roll on top of that. So Jackson County has Monterey pinned back deep. We'll see if the Blue Devil defense can make a stop here. Monterey in a power running formation, and now we've got time stopped on the field. Monterey or Jackson County has called time. Blue Devils with timeout on the field. 8:34 to go first quarter, 7-0. Back now, quarterback draw. He breaks one tackle. Monterey put 3 running backs right behind the line of scrimmage. They were lined up on the right side. Direct snap back to the quarterback, and then he ran away from the power of the formation, but still picked up a solid 8-yard gain. 2nd down and 2 for Monterey. Monterey again staying with that same power formation. Got 3 running backs, quarterback behind the 3 running backs, going to run toward them. Got flags on the play, and the whistle stopped. So somebody moved, maybe an illegal formation. I'm not sure what the call will be. We'll wait for the referees. Monterey's backing up, so it's against Monterey. Call it false start. Illegal procedure or whatever you want to call that. Monterey backs up 5 yards, so what was 2nd down and 2 becomes 2nd down and 6 or 7. Looks like 6 at the down markers across the field, so 2nd and 6 for the Wildcats. Again, they stay with that power set. Quarterback from the gun, runs toward the power this time. Jackson County turned him in, but he gets the 30. Steps around the player there. Waylon Kennedy going to catch him from behind and drag him down as he crosses the 35 up near the 40. Rigdon is the ball carrier for Monterey. First and 10 Monterey. Gain out to the 39. See if they go back to a regular shotgun formation, or they're going to stay with a power set. So they got 3 blocking backs. The only back that can run the ball is the quarterback, and he just runs right toward the power. And this time Jackson County stuffed it right at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard.
Only carry, stop made by a host of Blue Devils. Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 9.
Linebacker Sousa, Brady Smith was there. Rolling, they're just the whole middle of the Blue Devil line was all there. So Monterey again staying with that power running set. Rigdon quarterback stands in the shotgun formation, takes the snap, penalty flags fly again.
Flags on the play.
Waiting on the call, Monterey has backed up, probably motion again. I thought the wide receiver on the near side left a little early. I think Monterey had shown that power run it like 3 times, and then that time I believe they were going to throw out of it. We'll wait and see. Again, the referees are discussing. I'm not sure. Monterey has already backed up, but the officials are still huddled there at the line of scrimmage. Dead ball, offsides, Jackson County. Offsides, Monterey. The penalty's offset, so we'll replay 2nd down again.
Replay 2nd down. 2nd down and 9, Wildcats.
So 2nd down, 9 yards to go for Monterey. They flipped the formation this time. Line up the 3 blockers or 3 what would be backs to the quarterback's left. He keeps it, runs that direction. turns the corner. He's got 5. He's got 10, and going to be bumped out of bounds after he gets first down yardage over on the far side. Reagan.
Flag on the play.
Again, a flag down. That may be a hold where that one was right at the point of the end of the line of scrimmage.
Holding Monterey.
So Monterey picks up the holding call. We're going to back them up 10 yards from there. So what would have been first and 10 now becomes second down and 19 or 18, depending on 10 yards from where the hold occurred. They mark them back to the 31.
Wildcats. Come on, Jackson County crowd. Let's hear it. Let's back up this defense.
Monterey again stays with that same set. Quarterback keeps, runs to his left. He's got 5, he's got 10, still on his feet. He's got 15, he's got 20, and he's off to the races. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Monterey as
Cole Bowman on the carry.
Bowman, the carrier for Monterey, as he ran basically through about half the Blue Devil defense. I think got a hand on him, but nobody wrapped him up, and it's Monterey 13, Jackson County nothing. We've got 6 minutes and 20 seconds still to go first quarter, and Monterey will be kicking the extra point. Snap is back, set is down, kick is up, and good. Monterey 14. And we're back now. Fernandez tees it up for Monterey, sets it right down in the middle of the field. Collier and Collier back deep. CJ and Carter. As there's a whistle. Kicker hits it. High, end over end kick. Carter will feel it. He's got the 15 across the 20 and still on his feet. He gets up to the 25-yard line. It was CJ Collier. I thought it was Carter, but CJ on the return, and good return there for Carter, or for Collier. First and 10 Jackson County from about their own 26-yard line. Waylon Kennedy makes his way on the field for the Blue Devils as he gets the play from the sideline. Brady Smith, Carter Collier to the near side, far side CJ Collier. Standing tailback is Jonah Gentry as Mitchell comes in motion. Pass out in the flat, Carter Collier. Carter breaks a tackle, he's got the 40. 50, lowers his shoulder, gets across to the 45 of Monterey. Good run after the catch by Carter Collier. First down, Jackson County. Good catch and run on a little flanker screen, and Carter Collier made a man miss and then made one pay for it. Good run by Collier. Good throw by Waylon Kennedy. First and 10 Blue Devils. Blue Devils find themselves in Monterey territory for the first time tonight. They stack 2 wideouts near side. Gentry in motion. They're going to throw it to him on a quick
pass complete to Jonah
little
Gentry.
swing pass, and Gentry gets across the 45, down to the 41 or 2. And Jonah Gentry picks up 4. Or goggles, looks like they're going to give him 3. Said he stepped out of bounds. So Monterey going to take time. Timeout on the field. Monterey 14, Jackson County 1. All right, Jackson County back on the field now. Blue Devils looking at second down and 7 at the Monterey 42-yard line. Waylon Kennedy from the shotgun. He's gone all the way so far tonight at quarterback. They stack Carter Collier behind Brady Smith over on the near side. Xavier Mitchell is the slot receiver. CJ Collier wide at the top of the formation. Here's the snap. Kennedy drops straight back. Got a little pressure. Going to step forward, and he'll be tackled for a loss back at the 45. So Kennedy will lose 3.
Third down and 10, Jackson County.
3rd and 10, Jackson County. As the Blue Devils in Monterey territory, down 14-0. Potentially 4 down territory. Especially if you could pick up 5 or 6 or more on the 3rd down play, give yourself a reasonable try at a 4th down. As Kennedy from the shotgun, sends Carter Collier in motion. Looks out near side. Brady Smith caught at the 35, and Brady will be driven down. That's going to be very close to first down yardage. It could be 4th down and a foot, or it could be 1st and 10. They may even want to take a look at it to see what that's going to be. The referees say no, 4th down and 1. So Jackson County lines up to go for it on 4th down and 1. They move Gentry over to the left hip of his quarterback, Waylon Kennedy, and then Kennedy comes to the line of scrimmage. Play signal down. Jackson County has had some success this year with a hard count. This would be a certainly good time to do that, but as it is, timeout on the field called by Jackson County. That's their second. So with timeout on the field, we'll take it along with them. Monterey 14, Jackson County 1. And we're back now. Jackson County looking at 4th and 1 inside the Monterey 40-yard line. And now it's not going to be 4th and 1 as Jackson County just not in sync on that play. The wideouts on the near side both moved, and
false start Jackson County.
False start Jackson County. Back the Blue Devils up 5 yards, and that makes that 4th down call a lot more difficult. Goes from 4th and a very short 1 to 4th and a solid 5, almost 6.
It'll be 4th down and 6 for the Blue Devils.
Let's see what Jackson County comes up with on this play. Nobody in the backfield. They've got 3 wideouts stacked over on the right side of the formation. Brady Smith, single receiver near side. And now we've got timeout Monterey. Monterey has called time, so we'll take time with them. Still 14-0. All right, Jackson County, Monterey back on the field. 4th down and 6 this time. Jackson County has a bunch formation to Waylon Kennedy's right. He drops straight back. It looks like screen pass is set up and incomplete. It was intended for Brady Smith, or is that Carter Collier? Either way, it didn't matter. Carter Collier. And Monterey will take over 1st and 10. The concept was good. Looked like you had everybody set up to go to the right. Tried to slip a little screen pass back into the left, but pass goes incomplete, and Monterey takes over on downs at their own 41-yard line. They've had the ball twice and scored both times. Got 3:14 remaining in the first quarter. As Monterey lines up, they go shotgun this time. They send 3 wideouts up top. Nope. One of them run off the field on 2 either side now as Monterey from the shotgun. Wingback comes in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff running left. Breaks 1 tackle. Gets across midfield. It's going to be tackled.
Stop made by Waylon Kennedy.
Waylon Kennedy on the stop for Jackson County. Had some help down there too. I'm not sure who that was. It may have been Mitchell. I think it was 22. Also helping out. Now we've got an injured Monterey player on the field. So injury timeout. We'll take that timeout. 14-0 Monterey. And as the Monterey players helped off the field, I think it was, as far as their kicker was the injured player. He's got some type of leg injury. So he gingerly makes his way to the sideline. 14-0 Monterey. We've got 2:58 to go first quarter. Monterey has it 1st and 10 at the Blue Devil 49 from the shotgun. 2 wideouts either side. Wingback goes in motion. Jackson County shows pressure. Monterey quarterback rolls to his right, fires incomplete. Had a man just a little too much on it. Blaylock couldn't handle it, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 Monterey. Play took 12 seconds. 2:42 left as the clock stops on the incomplete pass. I think, yes. Fowler, I believe it's Fowler, quarterback from Monterey. in the shotgun. And now we've got, once again, timeout Monterey. That's their third and final timeout of the first half.
Timeout
But
Monterey.
Monterey takes time, second down and 10.
They only had 10 players out there.
14-0 is the score. Someone said they only had 10 players on the field. That's why that timeout was called. But we'll be right back.
7 o'clock. If you're
And
in
following
the
the Monterey
game,
timeout, they make their way back onto the field. They only had 10 players out there that time, as they took their third and final timeout of the first half in the first quarter, up 14-0, but hasn't stopped them from burning timeouts. Fowler at quarterback sends his wing back in motion. Will fake, fire a little flanker screen. Nobody out there. He's got 5. He's got 10. He's going to be hit and dropped after about a 15-yard gain. But Jackson County in a zone defense that time as the wingback goes across the formation.
Stop made by Caleb Wimberly. First
When
down, Monterey.
no one goes with him, you know that's the zone. And that had one more player over there than we had defenders, and Monterey converts first and 10. Fowler in the gun. Will take the high snap, bobbled it momentarily, moves to his right, fires, passes high and incomplete. Good defense over there by Jackson County. 2 Blue Devils at the point.
Pass intended for McCants, incomplete.
But good play by the Blue Devil defense. That'll bring up second down and 10. Monterey stays with the shotgun. Got trips to the near side this time after the motion. Give running left. Got 5. He's got 10. Breaks a tackle down inside the 20 and tripped up. Bowman, the ball carrier for Monterey. Tripped up inside the Jackson County 20 down near the 15. First and 10 Monterey. And again, it looked like Jackson County had that play well defended right at the line of scrimmage. And then all of a sudden a missed tackle and Monterey picks up 15 on it. From the gun, wingback goes in motion. Balances the formation. Quarterback rolls, fires out in the flat. That looked like it one hop. The referee agreed. And so
Pass intended for Ray,
second down and
incomplete.
10. Monterey looking at second down and 10. Ball is on the Jackson County 15-yard line. 1:37 left to play in the first quarter. Monterey threatening one more time to go up another touchdown as the quarterback Fowler stands in the shotgun, takes the high snap. Going to read option, keep it himself, and he's going to be met by the whole middle of the Blue Devil defense. He might have got a yard on that play, but
Fowler on the
good,
carry,
solid
stop made by
defense.
Host.
the whole
Blue
middle of the
Devils.
Blue Devil defensive line, there's Hunter, Rowland, and I don't know who all was in there, but
Third down and 9, Monterey.
good, solid play. Allen, Jared Allen was there for Jackson County. Third down, 9 yards to go. Some instance that may have been the best defensive play Jackson County made the whole first half, because that read option's hard to defend anyway. And the Blue Devils did a good job on it that time, looking at 3rd and 9. Fowler looks over to the side, and now delay of game has been
Flag
called
on
on
the play.
Monterey. 5-yard walk-off for
Delay of
taking
game,
too much
Monterey.
time. So 3rd and 9 becomes 3rd and 14.
It'll be 3rd down and 14.
Ball moves back to the 19-yard line. Clock continuing to tick down now. So they spread the formation, 2 wideouts either side. Running back comes in motion. They hand it to him on jet sweep running near side. Tries to get to the corner. Holding penalty is going to be called, but Jackson County made a good play out there on the end.
carry, flags on the play.
That was Xavier Mitchell on the stop. Mitchell stood his ground out there on the end, got held, and still made the tackle.
Xavier
And,
Mitchell on the tackle.
Be a holding penalty on Monterey. With the ball
Hold it,
inside the
Monterey.
20, the down would be nice, but you need the yards right here. Back them up 10 more yards and move them to the 25, and that will be third down again. And about 20 yards to go for the first down for Monterey. Maybe a little over 20. Ball sitting on the 25. They've got to get inside. Like they're going to get down almost to the 5, so I guess it is 20. From the shotgun, Fowler will ask for the snap as his wingback comes in motion. Looking to his left. A little bit of pressure. Fires across the middle. Got a man. Touchdown Monterey, I think. It is. Touchdown
Pass
Monterey.
complete to McCants. Touchdown, Monterey.
So Monterey converts on 3rd and 20 into a touchdown, and they now lead Jackson County by the score of 20-0 with just under 10 seconds to play here still in the first quarter. Monterey kicker was the injured player, so with a new kicker on the field, this one's a left footer. The holder has to turn around. High snap, sets down, kick is up, and this one is also good. So Monterey leads it 21-0. Pooch kick for Monterey, fielded at the 30. Jackson County brings it forward across the 35 and up near the 40, so good return for Jackson County. Brady Smith, I believe, was the returner of that time for Jackson County, and Blue Devils will scrimmage 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. 1st and 10, Jackson County. From the shotgun, Waylon Kennedy waits the snap. Here's the snap. Kennedy handoff or read option, and Kennedy will get up to the 40. Pick up a yard and a half. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Gain of 2 on the quarterback read option. That brings the first quarter to a close. So at the end of 1, Monterey 21, Jackson County 0.
Start at 7 o'clock, end at 10:15. There's a penalty after every play. Red Bullet threw 100 passes. And then after the game, it was a circus. It was a big old, almost a brawl happened.
We're back now as Jackson County and Monterey make their way back on the field. Begin the second period of play. Monterey, with 3 big plays, leads the Blue Devils by the score of 21-0. It's not been, you watch Monterey offense, they've not particularly dominated Jackson County. They've just had 3 plays of 20-plus yards or more, and all resulted in touchdowns. The Blue Devils find themselves down 21-0. Waylon Kennedy awaiting on the snap, 2nd down and 8. Kennedy looking, firing. Pass is that picked off? Nope, I think it was on the ground. Almost intercepted over there by Monterey. Monterey defender got 2 hands on it, but as he went to the ground, couldn't hold it. It came out. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8. As Jackson County will flank Skylar Stacy and Xavier Mitchell near side. Brady Smith, Carter Collier flanked wide to the top of the formation. John Gentry, your running back. Waylon Kennedy will be the quarterback. Kennedy shifts over to the left hip of or Gentry shifts to the left hip, and now Jackson County takes time. So with 11:55, we take our final timeout. Both teams back now following the 6th timeout of the first half, and both teams are now out of timeouts. Jackson County looking at 3rd down and 8. Waylon Kennedy from the shotgun will take the snap. Pressure comes up the middle. Got a pass intended. I'm really not sure if he was going to Skylar Stacy or Xavier Mitchell. Kind of fell between them as he laid it up there and falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down, so Jackson County's Jonah Gentry will drop back in punt formation. Gentry punted one time tonight, and it was a dandy. Pinned Monterey all the way back inside the 10. We'll see what Jonah can do this time. So he awaits the snap. He will hit the punt at about his own 30. High snap. Hits it. Spiraling kick. Driving kick. It's going to hit at the Monterey 25 and then die right at that point. It just, like I wish I could hit a golf ball with a chipping wedge to the green. Just pitch it up there and let it die. But that one just hit, kicked right straight up in the air and stopped. No roll at all. Monterey 1st and 10 from their 25. Bad news, Blue Devils trail Monterey 21-0. Good news, there's no more timeouts left in the first half. So the rest of the first half will move rapidly as Monterey and Jackson County scrimmage. Monterey 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Man in motion. Give right up the middle. Spins out of one tackle, but tackler stayed with the play. I think that was Jackson County's Sousa, David Sousa on the stop. Wouldn't give up and short gain, only 1 yard. From the shotgun, 2nd down and 8, they're going to call it. They moved the down marker another yard on us. Snap, quarterback rolls, looks like he wants to throw back, gets a little pressure coming. Jackson County gets their hands on him, and down he goes. Good play over there, Jackson County.
Fowler is sacked by Joe Rowland.
Joe Rowland on the stop for the Blue Devils. Big Joe stayed with him and just would not give up on the play. 3rd down, 12 yards to go.
Simulate odd pass. Simulate odd pass. Yeah, thank you.
3rd down, 12 for the Wildcats. Fairly deep in their own territory, inside the 25. Fowler at quarterback, takes the high snap, gives to his tailback. He's going to be hit and driven backward. Look, that's maybe rolling again, and there was the first one there. Wasn't rolling.
On the carry, stop by host of Blue Devils.
But Jackson County, for the first time tonight, will force Monterey to punt. That was Joe Rowland, 75 on the stop, and 2 big plays in that series by Joe. Monterey will be punting. Here's a snap. Kicker gets it off. Driving kick, one hop fielded at the 50. That's Carter Collier at the 45, 44 of Monterey, where he'll be dropped at that point.
42, Jack Blaylock.
But
Number 9,
best defensive series of the night for Jackson County as they
it'll be 1st down and 10, Jackson
held
County.
Monterey and actually put them in reverse for the first time. Monterey still leads it by a score of 21-0 over the Blue Devils, but the Blue Devils take over 1st and 10 in plus territory. They're at the Monterey 44-yard line to begin this series of plays for Jackson County. Stacy and Mitchell flanked out wide to the near side. Smith and Carter Collier top of the field. Jonah Gentry is the running back. He'll be on the right hip of Waylon Kennedy. Collier in motion. Flares out. That's a lateral pass. Collier caught it, but he's going to lose yardage on the reception.
Carter Collier.
Monterey played that extremely well.
Stop baby number 15, Logan Montgomery.
Jackson County going to stay with the same set, same players. Smith and Collier up top. Mitchell and Stacy down near us.
Caleb, back up. You're over the ball.
Kennedy takes the snap. Whalen fires out in the flat. It's complete. Makes one tackler miss, and Carter Collier will get it up near the 40-yard line. That will not be enough for a first down, but Jackson County looking at third down and about 6 to go for Jackson County, maybe 7. They'll put the ball down at the 41-yard line. Got to get just across the 35 for first down, so they need a solid 6 yards here, does Jackson County. Waylon Kennedy drops back in the gun. Will take the snap. Plenty of time. Now gets a little pressure. He rolls to his left, tucks it up, and down he goes. Flags fly late. That's going to be a hold against Jackson County. I would suspect Monterey probably will decline that penalty. That would bring up 4th down and about 7 or 8 yards. And that is indeed what Monterey does. They decline the penalty.
Declines the penalty. It'll be 4th down and 6 for the Blue Devils.
4th and see where they put the ball down. It'll be 4th and 7 for Jackson County as Kennedy lost a yard on the carry. Put it back to the 42. So Gentry will drop back in punt formation. Monterey has no return man backs like they're anticipating a fake punt. One hops to Gentry. Jonah hits a end over end kick. It's low and will go out of bounds. Not going to get a lot of distance on that, but going to spot it at the 21-yard line, just beyond. So Monterey takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21. 1st and 10 Monterey. 21-0 is the score. The ball is on the 21-yard line, and we've got 7 minutes and 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Monterey leading with the football as they break the huddle. Colin Fowler, the quarterback for the Wildcats, running out of the shotgun.
He's breaking the huddle with 12. That's him.
And now flags fly.
He's going to call it on us.
See what the penalty is.
Count the huddle first.
Sideline warning against Jackson County. $15-yard mark off. 15-yard personal foul. That's what the sideline warning is. And so Jackson County gives up their first major penalty of the night. They had a holding penalty called earlier that was declined. Fowler from the gun. Takes the snap, give right up the middle, a quarterback keeper. He's going to be hit and dropped. There's a flag fly. That's going to be right in the area where you expect a holding call, and that is indeed Jackson County. Joe Rowland had been wreaking havoc on that play, and Rowland was on the ground covered up by a Monterey player right where that penalty flag occurred, and I'd say he was taken down, so back them up 10 yards, and Monterey will now be looking at a 1st down and 20 from the Monterey 27-yard line, 28-yard line, looks like 27. From the 27-yard line, 1st and 20 Monterey. From the shotgun, Fowler will send his wing back or slot back in motion. Give right up the middle, hit, down he goes again, right there in the middle of that Jackson County line. Xavier Mitchell was there. 77, Asher Morris also there. Morris is down at the bottom of the pile. I think he got first contact, and Mitchell finished him off. So Monterey loses back inside the 25. 3rd down and 22, 23 yards to go. second down. I said third, it was second down for Monterey as quarterback Gill's running left. This time he cuts it up and going to get a big gain, still on his feet. He powers across the 40, 45, and now across midfield. They're going to pick up first down yardage as
First down, Monterey.
Rigdon was the ball carrier, and he just dragged Blue Devils with him as he got all the way up to the 50, first down Monterey. From the shotgun, Monterey shows a power stack near side. They want to run it this way with the quarterback. Breaks one tackle, cuts back against the grain. It's a foot race. Stiff arm on Skylar Stacy, but Stacy stays with him and makes the tackle. But Monterey gets down inside the Jackson County 20 as they picked up a 30-yard gain on 1st and 10. Clock continues to run now as they've got the chains moved. Stops momentarily while you move the chains, but Monterey, Fowler at quarterback, will take the snap. Gibbs running near side, hurdles one man, makes a man miss, tries to get to the corner, and he steps out. Bowman steps out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. C.J. Collier coming up to make that hit. Collier got a little hitch in his step as he makes his way back, but he's going to stay in the game, hobbling just a little bit. Jackson County gets Rowland and Gentry back into the contest. Stacy comes to the sideline. Also coming out for Jackson County, who's at number 3, Clenard. Checked out, Gavin. Here's a give right up the middle. Bowman will power into the end zone. Touchdown Monterey. Monterey extends their lead over Jackson County 27-0. Try for point will be upcoming. Monterey lines up the extra point. Backup kicker in the game, left-footed kicker waiting the snap. Snap is back, set is down, kick is up, and it is good. Monterey 28, the Blue Devils nothing. And now Monterey will kick it off one more time. They lead here in the first half of tonight's game, 28-0 over Jackson County. Got 5:44 to go here in the first half of play as Jackson County at times has looked pretty good. At times they've given up big plays. This is a short, high kick fielded by the middleman for Jackson County. That is that Mitchell, Xavier Mitchell on the return as Xavier gets it up to the 41-yard line. First and 10 for the Blue Devils. At that point, they're at their own 41-yard line. Jackson County at the line of scrimmage, first and 10. Four wide out stacked to the near side. Wayland Kennedy flanker screen caught by Skylar Stacy. Stacy gets across the 45, picks up about 3 or 4 yards.
Second down and 6 for the Blue Devils.
Skylar Stacy, one of the underclassmen. Kid's got a lot of ability, and if they get him in the open field, he can make something happen. Good idea to get the ball into the hands of a playmaker. Carter Collier and C.J. Collier, Xavier Mitchell, Jackson County got some playmakers, but you got to get them the ball in space, and that's hard to do. Here's a snap. Kennedy drops straight back, looks back the other way. Still looking, fires, complete. Stacy makes one man miss, makes another, and gets all the way up to midfield. good run after the catch
Ladies
by
and gentlemen,
Jackson
that's
County.
a
Skylar
honest
Stacy.
John Custer.
Skylar Stacy converts first and 10 Jackson County. Waylon Kennedy did a good job staying alive till he could find somebody that came open. First and 10 Blue Devils right at midfield. Play being signaled in by the sidelines for Jackson County. This play taking a long time. Jackson County needs to hurry. They've got 10 seconds to get it off. Mitchell in motion. They get the play away. Fires flanker screen on the far side. Jackson County, I think that's Smith or Brady Smith, picks up 8 yards on the wide receiver screen. A good run again after catch by Brady Smith. Another one of those kids from Jackson County has got some good athletic ability. Brady got good hands, pretty good quickness. Second down and 2 for the Blue Devils. Send 3 wideouts near side. Smith the sole wideout top of the formation. They pass complete to Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's another.
Brady started what looked like a fly pattern, stopped and came back on a little comeback route. Complete. First and 10 Blue Devils. Ball on the 25. Kennedy from the shotgun. Got Gentry on his hip on the right side, or left side rather. And now Kennedy walks up to the line of scrimmage, checks with the sideline, see if there's any change to the play. They signal the play in. Waylon drops back into the shotgun. Gentry moves over to his right hip. Looking right, throws down the seam, and it's intercepted. Left that pass a little short. And again, that was a case where Waylon Kennedy threw one he shouldn't have thrown. He had his receiver bracketed into double coverage. He threw it in there, tried to fit it in, and the Monterey defender able to come up with the interception. Most of the year, Waylon Kennedy has made very good decisions on where to throw the ball away, but that's one of the times he knew he needed to play and took a shot. And that time Monterey able to come up with the interception. They go deep in their territory. That power run formation that they stack 3 blockers in front of the quarterback, or actually it's not a quarterback. Well, I guess that is. That's Fowler. Pops the line of scrimmage, takes it off down the sideline in Jackson County territory, down inside the 20, and Fowler will be tackled by Jackson County's Waylon Kennedy and Brady Smith, all the way inside the Blue Devil 20. First and 10, Monterey.
First down and 10, Monterey.
That time they lined the power up, stacked it on the right side of the formation, and then brought the blockers back to the left. The quarterback just followed the blockers, Fowler did, and this time they put same formation. They put one of their tailbacks back there, and he'll run to the right, and Jackson County defended that one well, running right at the power. Reagan was the ball carrier that time, and Reagan stopped by Jackson County over there. Good play by Jackson County. I think that was Allen on the stop for the Blue Devils.
Jacob Allen on the tackle.
Gain of about 1. Monterey again, they got this time they line up Rigdon as the tailback or quarterback, snap it directly to him. He runs right, cuts to the outside, gets to the corner, heads to the pylon, touchdown Monterey.
Rigdon on the carry, touchdown Monterey.
Monterey extends the lead. Now it goes to 34-0 over Jackson County. Try for point will be coming up. Monterey's extra point attempt is coming. Snap, set, kick, and it is up, and it is good. Monterey 35, Jackson County nothing. We got 1:59 left. Back now, Monterey going to kick it off one more time since their starting kicker, Flores, was injured, had a leg injury. The backup kicker has been kicking, and he has kicked consistently to the up men as he kicks it high and short. Once again, a little pooch kick. This time goes a little further. And C.J. Collier will pick it up as Collier comes right up the middle, across the 30, and he'll be
C.J.
spun
Collier
down
on the return.
at about the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Jackson County from their own 33. Blue Devil offense has moved the ball well between the 30s, but the few times they've gotten down close to scoring position for Monterey, they've either lost it on downs or had a turnover. Last time was a turnover. Jackson County's Waylon Kennedy with a wide out flank to either side, 2 tight ends. Kennedy takes a snap, counter play. Jonah Gentry. Gentry spins out of 1 tackle, fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, and I'm not sure he got back. He made an excellent run to lose a yard on it, but Jackson County lost about half a yard on the carry by Gentry. Kennedy backs out from the line of scrimmage. They're going to pistol set this time. Now they go straight shotgun as Gentry moves to quarterback Kennedy, who bobbled the snap, dropped the ball when he was tackled, picked up by Monterey. They get down inside the Jackson County 10. And that's the case. Waylon Kennedy never had control of that snap. I thought he might have been ruled down, but he never really had it. Left the ball on the ground. Monterey wisely picked it up, headed toward the goal line. 1st and 10 Wildcats at the, or 1st and goal Wildcats at the Jackson County 3. Monterey with 1:06 remaining in the first half can add to their lead here as they line up in the shotgun. Quarterback takes it, weaves through traffic. I'm not sure that's quarterback. I think that may have been 8.
Fowler on the carry.
May have been Rigdon rather than Fowler. They've lined different players up to take the direct snap. Down to about the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal to go. Rigdon back in the shotgun now. Will take the snap. Runs to his right into the end zone. I said, yeah, Reagan rather.
Reagan on the carry.
Reagan
Touchdown, Monterey.
rather than Rigdon. And touchdown Monterey. Monterey extends the lead to 41 points, 41-0 over the Blue Devils of Jackson County. Try for point coming up as the left-footed kicker for Monterey. Here's the snap, sets down, kick is up, and that one is good. Monterey 41, 42, Jackson County nothing. We got another kickoff coming.
Yeah, 29.
I think it is, yeah. Abner Felix. Back now, Monterey will kick it off one more time with 22.4 seconds remaining here in the first half. Abner Felix, the replacement kicker for Monterey, tees it up at the 40-yard line. Hits it high, end over end. This one all the way back inside the 10. Bobbled by Carter Collier. Picked up Carter to 20, out near the 25, and then he'll be tackled down at that point. First and 10, Jackson County. 12.9 seconds. Jackson County's got time to run one play, 2 plays. Might be a good time just to take a knee and regroup. Deep in your own territory, the last thing you want to do here is have a mistake that would give Monterey even more points right before halftime, as Jackson County, by deferring, will have the ball to begin the second half. So you lose nothing by taking a knee here, but let's see what Jackson County comes up with. Give Gentry. Jonah tries to turn the corner, gets around the edge,
Jonah
and
Gentry on the
flags
carry.
fly late.
Flag on the play.
See what the call is. Probably holding on Jackson County where that flag was.
Holding Jackson County.
4.6 seconds left in the first half. Penalty is declined by
Penalty is
Monterey.
declined.
So that'll bring up second down and, for all intents and purposes, 10 yards to go. Well, they move the down marker. 8 yards. Gentry picked up a couple on the play. 4 seconds left in the half. Now the clock runs down to 0, and that does it for the first half. Monterey 42, Jackson County 0.
Pass complete. Pass complete to number 4, Carter Collier. Jonah Gentry on the carry. Stop made by number 58 to line. Pass complete to number 22, Xavier Mitchell. Flags on the play. Holding, Jackson County.
Yeah, they're meat runners, we know. Yeah, we know. I know Allie Novak's probably over there.
Pass intended for Skylar Stacy, incomplete. Monterey will take over first down and 10 at their own 10-yard line. Phillips on the carry.
Tailback, and again, the middle of the defensive line steps up big for Jackson County. Little or no gain on the play.
On the carry. Stop made by Mitchell and Wimberly.
Third down, Monterey. They've got about 7 yards to go, and it's a solid 7. From the shotgun, Jackson County shows pressure up the middle. Monterey runs to the near side, going to be hit and struggle forward. Knee went down at about the 18-yard line. Brady Clenard and Smith on the stop. Brady Smith for Jackson County. Combined on that stop, and that'll bring up fourth down Monterey. So once again, Monterey going to be forced to punt as Jackson County's Carter Collier drifts back near midfield. See if they come after this one or try to get a return off of it. They're going to return on it, and short kick goes a hit and go out of bounds. That's going to be out inside the 35 as Abner punted that one, hit off the side of his foot. Abner Felix rather, kicked it out of bounds at the Monterey 31-yard line. The Blue Devils take over first and 10 for their second possession here of the first half, or second half. Sousa checks in for Jackson County. Gentry, the running back. Waylon Kennedy at quarterback. Moves John over to his right hip, takes a snap, looks, pressure coming, and Kennedy going to be spun down back at the 40-yard line.
Kennedy sacked by number 52.
Looking in the direction of Carter Collier, but didn't have enough time to get that pass off as pressure came off the edge and Waylon Kennedy went down. Kennedy drops back in the shotgun. Gentry looks for a block, throws out one hop. Pass was a little low.
Pass intended for Mitchell.
Pass was intended for Xavier Mitchell. Falls incomplete. That'll bring up, I think that's third down. Third down and 15 for the Blue Devils at the Monterey 35-yard line, 36-yard line. Waylon Kennedy in the shotgun. Got trips to the near side. Fires down on his, got Mitchell in the middle of the field and just missed him. Led him too much. Xavier Mitchell, again, same play they ran earlier that they went to Skylar Stacy on. That time Mitchell again was wide open in the middle, led him just a little too much, and Xavier couldn't get to it. Pass falls incomplete, but that's twice on that pattern, that little middle post pattern that Mitchell has been wide open on. Jackson County will punt it away. See if you can pin Monterey deep and get it back one more time. As Jonah Gentry will kick it away. Gentry takes it, hits it, little line drive kick. It's going to hit on the 10. Jackson County got to hurry here to get in the end zone, and it got in the end zone. Tried to kick it dead inside the 10 and couldn't get to it, but Monterey will have it 1st and 10 from their 20. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
I'm sorry, what number's coming up for now?
Watch that clock. Let me know if you're getting zeros. 1 minute.
Monterey from the shotgun. Shift the tight end from the left to the right side. Run right with the ball, and the ball carrier's hit one of the linebackers for Jackson County. Not sure if that was Seuss over there on the stop or
Perez on the carry, stop made by Skylar Stacy.
Skylar Stacy on the hit for Jackson County. Good solid open field tackle. Gain of 1 on the play. New quarterback in for Monterey. Maybe Phillips. High snap. Phillips hands off right up the middle. Hit by the middle of the Blue Devil defensive line. Perez on the carry for Monterey.
Stop made by Roland and Wilson.
Roland and Wilson combine on the stop for Jackson County. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 7 yards. Phillips operating out of the shotgun. Jackson County shifts the defense. Pump fake, and the pass falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down, so Jackson County holds once again. And Carter Collier will drop back at about his 45-yard line as he waits to receive the anticipated kick. Felix, the kicker, drops back in punt formation. High snap. Kick is away. Wobbly kick. Hits at the 47-yard line and bounces sideways. It'll be down to the 49. Downing the kick was Cole Bowman for Monterey. And Jackson County takes over 1st and 10 at the Monterey 49, and that's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We've got 3 in the books, and it's Monterey 42, Jackson. And welcome back. We've got one more quarter to go in the home part of the Jackson County football season for 2023. Blue Devils with the football. They begin the fourth quarter with the ball. They trail Monterey by the score of 42-0. Jackson County got Skylar Stacy in at quarterback as they've swapped quarterback. Stacy going to roll to the near side of the field, turns the corner. He's got the 50, lowers his shoulder, and gets down to the 46.
Knocked out of bounds by number 21, Guzman.
The 2nd down gives Stacy about 3 or 4 yards. Injured player on the field. I think it was Skylar Stacy. They're saying Stacy hurt an ankle. He has an ankle that he's had problems with off and on all year, so they'll get Waylon Kennedy back in the game. Jackson County got Xavier Mitchell in at the running back position, replacing Jonah Gentry. Try to spot some of the other players for the Blue Devils that are fresh shirts in the game. Jackson County with 32. Tyler Flores in there. Hand off Xavier Mitchell. Mitchell's ball pops out. See who picked it up. I think Monterey may have gotten on it.
Fumble on the play.
Monterey says they do. Referees agree, and Xavier Mitchell is making a cut over on the far side. Ball punched out, couldn't get back on it, and Monterey takes over right at midfield, 1st and 10 Wildcats. Again, we'll try to, as we see more of the newer players coming in for Jackson County, we'll try to give them to you and their numbers. I see 24 out there for Jackson County. That's Hayden Stafford. Hayden plays quite a bit, but I think the first time I've had an opportunity to call his number. Wind up as one of the defensive corners. Fires incomplete. The Phillips pass.
Pass intended for Eli Hood, incomplete.
Pass was intended for Hood. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Monterey again with 2 wideouts near side. Quarterback in the shotgun. Phillips takes the snap, hands off to his tailback. Running to his left. He's going to be hit and dropped at about the 45-yard line of Jackson County. Gain of about 4. That'll bring up 2nd down or 3rd down and 6.
Number 78, Hunter Butterbean Franklin.
Hunter Franklin on the stop for the Blue Devils. Franklin, another one of those big interior linemen, has had a good game. He and Roland and just all those kids have played in there, played pretty well tonight. Here's the snap from the shotgun. Pass is incomplete, trying to go a little quick out over here. And Guzman couldn't hold it in. It'll bring up 4th down Monterey. Ball's right at the 45-yard line. Monterey can either elect to punt it or go ahead and run it one more time. Haven't had a lot of luck punting the ball. It's been with their first line kicker out. It's been kind of an experience. He's going to let these youngsters see if they can convert. Jackson County needs one more play here to hold, turn it over on downs. Phillips at quarterback takes a snap, drifts to his right. Going to be hit just as he turns it loose, and it's, I think, complete way down there on the far side. And it is Monterey with the deep completion inside the Jackson County 20. Monterey quarterbacks, I thought they were going to call a hold on the Blue Devil defender that was rushing the quarterback. I thought it looked like he was being held, but no penalty, and Phillips with a good deep throw. 1st and 10 Monterey. Here's the snap. Breaks one tackle, but not the second, as he'll spin down and be dropped inside the 15. Maddox Wilson checks out for Jackson County. Monterey from the shotgun. Handoff right up the middle. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, and down he goes. Might have gotten a yard. That Roland again. Yes, it was. Jackson County's Joe Roland. Called Joe's name a lot tonight. He's played a really good game in there at his defensive tackle position. 3rd down, 5 yards to go for the Wildcats. Out of the shotgun. Phillips takes a snap, hands off on a counter play, running left. Breaks one tackle, will spin, gets 1st down yardage down toward the goal line. That'll bring up goal to go for Monterey. Jackson County bringing Jonah Gentry in the game late. Xavier Mitchell checks out. Here's a high snap, handoff to his tailback. He's going to be hit and stop short of the goal line. It'll bring up 2nd down, goal to go. The ball will be spotted on about the 1 yard line. Maybe the 2, hard to say. We've got timeout on the field. Timeout has been called. 42-0 Monterey. Got an injured player, I guess is what stopped the clock. Not Not a timeout, but we'll take that opportunity to hear from our Monterey. Goal to go, second down from about the 1 or 2 yard line. Handoff right up the middle, hit, and gets close to the goal line. Still no indication. I think referee says touchdown. I believe far side official signal touchdown.
Touchdown, Monterey.
Monterey scores to make it 48-0 over Jackson County, as the try for point will be coming up now. Let's see. Monterey kicker Abner Felix, little left-footed kicker, will be in the game. Waiting the snap. The team's lined up. 5:15 left to play in the contest. Jackson County with only 10 men on the field. You see that occasionally as you get to late in these games, and youngsters not used to getting in the game. Waiting the snap, sets down, kick is up, and that is good. So Monterey 49, Jackson County nothing. Monterey will kick off after this break. Waiting for Abner Felix to kick it off for Monterey. Jackson County trailing Monterey 49-0 now, following the touchdown after the turnover. Monterey will kick this one off. It's high. It's going to be short. One hops and then picked up over on the far sideline, coming back to the center of the field. Jackson County returner across the 30, up near the 35. I think it was C.J. Collier.
C.J. Collier
on the return for Jackson County. I was just looking over the Jackson County roster. There's some big old kids on there, and all the big boys will be back next year. All the interior linemen should return. They've got even Asher Morris, big freshman, has played a lot this year and played well. Wimberly, a sophomore. Roland Hunters are juniors, so Jackson County will have some beef next year, as Waylon Kennedy will take the snap, hand off to his tailback. Going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage and dropped for little or no gain.
C.J. Collier on the carry. Gain of 1 on the play.
C.J. Collier is the running back. The standing tailback position for Jackson County. Moves offset now. Here's the snap. Give again, Collier. Collier pops the tackles off to the races. Young man's got some speed. He's at the 40, 35, 30, and going to be caught from behind and dragged down at the Monterey 20-yard line. C.J. Collier, he popped that one.
John Custard.
Biggest play of the night yardage-wise for Jackson County, as they're going to bring it back to about the 20. Blue Devils line up, 2 tight ends, and Jackson County. A little miscombobulation there on the snap, and Jackson County comes out with it. See what the call will be on that. False start will be the call.
Flag on the play, false start, Jackson County.
I think it's actually called an illegal snap when the center tries to center it and it slips out of his hand. But whatever the case, Jackson County looking at 1st and 15. Waylon Kennedy from the shotgun. Low snap, hands off Collier again. CJ makes a little slide move in the middle of the paint. He's going to get most of that 5 yards back. Bring up 2nd down and 12. Got 2 minutes and a little change to go here in the contest tonight. Jackson County sends a man in motion. Waylon Kennedy takes the snap, hands off Collier, and CJ gets to the original line of scrimmage, and then he's driven backward. That'll bring up third down and 10. Stacy Garrett Wiley wide to the near side for Jackson County. C.J. Collier, the running back. Here's the snap. Waylon Kennedy will roll this direction. Look, stop, little pump pass, and it falls incomplete as he tried to, again, fit one in between two defenders. That was intended to Garrett Wiley. That'll bring up fourth down for Jackson County. Blue Devils been down here a couple of times before, turned it over on downs and also with a turnover. So fourth down and 11 for Jackson County. So they turned it over on downs twice before this. So 48 seconds left to go in the game. This could very well be the last play or the next to the last play, because the clock would momentarily stop maybe on change of possession here. As Jackson County takes the snap. Waylon Kennedy's going to keep it and no gain on the play, and that should probably do it if we don't stop the clock for change of possession, in which case there'll be probably one more play. Clock continues to run. I think the referee's going to let that one run on down. And that clock at 7, 6, 5. And that's going to do it tonight for senior night, as Jackson County says goodbye to 4 quality senior football players: Waylon Kennedy, Carter Collier, also Jackson County's Jonah Gentry, and the Blue Devils, trying to think what the number on the other player was. That would be 55, Jacob Allen. I knew Allen. I couldn't think of Jacob. I wanted to call him Jonas. I knew that wasn't right, but these 4 seniors, their career at home for Jackson County comes to a close. Next week we'll be on the road at East Robertson High School for the final game of the season. We hope you join us then. I appreciate y'all listening to us. Most of all, we appreciate our sponsors. Couldn't do it without them, and hope you let them know you appreciate high school sports on Jackson County Sports Network here, High School Sports Network, and their sponsorship as well. Tom Anderson for Coach Jim Brown, the Jackson County Blue Devils, say good night for